The evidence for evolution. Objectives. Explain how fossils support evolution. Identify how DNA shows relationships between species. Understand how natural selection drives evolution. Introduction. Evolution shows how species have changed over time. Evidence from fossils, DNA, and natural selection helps scientists understand how life has evolved. This evidence explains the connections between species and how they adapt to their environments. Fossils show changes over time. Fossils show how species have changed and evolved over millions of years. For example, fossils of early horses showed that they were much smaller, had shorter legs, and lived in forests. Over time, as the environment changed to open grasslands, horses evolved to become larger with longer legs, better suited for running in open areas. Fossils show relationships between species. Fossils help scientists understand how different species are related. For example, many species, such as humans, bats, and whales, all have limbs with 5 digits, pentadactyl limbs, suggesting they share a common ancestor. Visualizing relationships in the tree of life. The tree of life is a diagram that shows how all species are connected through evolution. By looking at similarities in fossils and DNA, scientists can place different species on branches of this tree, illustrating how they are related and where they share common ancestors. Fossils support Darwin's theory of evolution. Fossils provide strong support for Darwin's theory of evolution, which states that simpler life forms evolved into more complex ones. Fossils of simple organisms are found in the oldest rock layers, while more complex organisms, like mammals, are found in more recent layers, showing a gradual increase in complexity. DNA as evidence for evolution. All living organisms share DNA, which carries the genetic information that controls their traits. Comparing DNA across different species shows similarities, providing evidence of a shared evolutionary history. For example, humans and chimpanzees have very similar DNA, suggesting a close evolutionary relationship. Natural selection drives evolution. Natural selection happens when organisms with characteristics best suited to their environment are more likely to survive and reproduce over time. This leads to changes in the population. For example, emus are flightless birds that adapted to their Australian environment by evolving powerful legs for running, helping them escape predators. Limitations of the fossil record. While fossils provide valuable evidence for evolution, the fossil record is incomplete. Many early organisms were soft-bodied, which means they did not fossilize well. Additionally, geological processes have destroyed some fossils over time. Glossary. Adaptation, a change in a species that helps it survive in its environment. Evolution, the process by which species change over time. Fossil, the remains or traces of an organism preserved in rock. Pentadactyl limb, a limb with 5 digits found in many species, suggesting a common ancestor. Tree of life, the diagram that shows how species are related through evolution. Natural selection, the process where organisms best adapted to their environment are more likely to survive and reproduce.
Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more future educational videos.